So what's up everyone? So recently Shanquella Robinson conference rally was in DC again. And I'm here to talk about it, well, react to it more so than anything. And a lot of you guys asked me to react to other YouTubers and stuff like that, or what they said and their theories and give my opinion on it. This is the channel where I will react to it and do it. Not on my main channel. I want to stick with facts. Here, it's just react. Because I am naturally going to watch this video, try to gather information, have better understanding, so I can make like a doco type of video on my main channel. So I thought to myself, why not react with it with you guys? Next time I might do this live and then cut it up into videos for this channel. But this is very long and we're gonna get into it. It's so sad that it's been like 200 days and the family still has no justice. The whole justice system has failed them. Yeah, we're gonna watch this.
Our sister. And if it can happen to Shanquella Robinson, then it can happen to your sister too. So we all got to stand up for justice for Shanquella Robinson. Justice for Shanquella Robinson. When an American citizen is killed abroad, what normally happens, and what didn't happen with...
Yeah, definitely want to hear that. Because again, there are so many Americans that are getting killed in Mexico, not just black Americans, white, every ethnicity you can think of, you know? I do feel that a black American woman specifically will face more type of degrees of basically not giving an F compared to others. But there are so many people that have been dead for years and their families still have not got justice. So I don't think it's a total race thing. I just think it's a whole stupid ass system that has failed, and your government really not giving an F about you when you go overseas. So you might as well go move to a whole new country where you probably get treated best. I really tell everyone that. Make your money online. Go find a country where you get treated best. Fuck the country you were born in. Fuck it. For real. Why face all that bullshit? I don't know. Let's keep watching.
Like what we saw in that video. And there's no justification for it. Then just like any other body's children, we want justice for our children. Right. Just simple justice. We're not asking for anything extravagant or anything extra.
That's
we just
true.
want simple justice
Exactly.
for our children too. And so we are very hopeful. And we can never underscore the point, my son, that
there's so many more people that should be here. Like, it just makes me think there are so many families out there that have lost their loved ones in Mexico and still don't have answers. And honestly, they probably have given up. But Shanquella's family is going to be a strong example as that. As long as they keep going and don't give up, it could take 5 years, 10 years. As long as they keep going, they're going to show an example. Some people have just let it go. They have found peace and they're like, you know what? We know what happened. If it was me, I'm gonna get if it was my family and I couldn't get justice, I wasted 5 years.
In this point, because people try to say, oh, you are civil rights activists and you social justice activists. It's only when a white person kill a black person do you all start protesting and...
Okay, I swear he spoke about this last time.
Attorney Robinson, Attorney Sue Ann Robinson, no relation, but she's becoming like a daughter to Miss Salamandra because she worked so hard, went to Mexico courageously, did what they didn't do at the end.
There was some video footage that she had on her channel, like a little trailer for this event, and of her walking in Mexico and stuff. So I hope she does share that so we can see.
FBI went to Mexico and turned over rocks to search for the truth. And I think she should be given a round of applause as she comes to the podium. Attorney Sue Ann Robinson.
Yeah. I like her.
We said that we hoped that we wouldn't have to be here on the 200th day, but we promised you that we would if we needed to. Because when the FBI declined charges, I know it was hard for the community to understand what was happening and to understand why I was saying we're disappointed, but we're not deterred. But today we're encouraged, as Attorney Ben Crump said, because we had a meeting with the White House and they heard us and they're hearing the family and they're understanding that it is a case that came from the people. It's really the people's movement.
Yeah.
It's Shanquella Robinson. It's her family, their loss. But Shanquella is our sister. And I think that the White House is starting to get the message that we're not going to stand down.
Yep.
We're not going to accept no. We're not going to accept late.
It's so true how that is. Like, when you think of Shanquella, it's like, and especially with these cases that I cover, I'm always like, man, what would have been like if I met these people? Like, what would we say to each other? Or what could I do knowing the information I have now? What if I could go back in time and save those people? I'm sure you guys think that too. I can't believe the only one that do it. Like, do you ever wish you had the powers when you hear stories like this to go back in time and walk in that bedroom and stop Shanquella from getting attacked? Like, do you ever think that? I think about that with Shanquella. I think about that with Sakira. I just be thinking about that, man. I be thinking about that right on top of my head. Like, imagine if I could go back in time and fly over to Mexico. Because during that time I was probably... Was I in Mexico? No, I was in Ecuador during that time. About to head to Australia, actually. So it's like, all that plays in my head. Like, we built somewhat of an emotional attachment to someone we never met just because of what they went through and the stories we hear about them.
Later, tomorrow, 10 years from now, we're not in that phase. We're in the phase where we understand what we have to do to protect ourselves, to protect black women. We understand that it's Malcolm X's birthday today, and we know what his quote was. We know what he said, that black women were the most disrespected. We were the most unprotected. But we stand here today saying that's going to end. We're going to stop using that because it's going to be a new day, and we're going to start with Shanquella Robinson. So we're definitely encouraged on today with our meeting. We're not concerned with what the FBI declining charges because we know that there's still a path to justice. We said that from the beginning. You can do your investigation, FBI. If the U.S. authorities don't want to move forward, get out of the way and let the Mexican authorities act on their investigation that was done close in time to her death. Let them act on what they've already said. They've already named an aggressor in the case. That's all we're asking. We're asking for the case to be prioritized, for the State Department, for the Office of International Affairs to get the file and prioritize the case and let the extradition process go forward if they decided to decline charges.
That's so weird. That is what's supposed to happen, right? Like, the Mexican government handed the files, apparently. Now, I don't even know if this even happened, if they even done it. People were saying on the internet that I haven't seen it myself, okay? This is why this is not on my main channel. I haven't seen it myself, but people were saying that there was some type of... they had documents that wasn't translated into English. But at the same time, they told her and the family, well, if Mexican wants to deal with it, they can press the charges or do whatever they need to do. So it just makes me think, do they even fucking have it? Did Mexican just play in Mrs. Robinson's face and lie to her? Like, I don't even know what the hell's going on.
We're also asking for transparency.
Yeah.
Things that we shouldn't have to ask for, as I said before. We would love to be out of this business of forcing the U.S. government to apply the same rights and liberties that everyone else has, but we're here. So just as a reminder, there is a protocol when a U.S. citizen is killed abroad. The consul general is actually supposed to contact the family. Unfortunately, that didn't happen in this case. Salamandra Robinson and her husband were forced to find their daughter's body where it was located.
It was the husband that had to find the body, looking. I think he did it with his brother or something, calling up places. And I think the first place he just happened to call was where Shanquella's body was at.
Located. Find a funeral director in Mexico to prepare her body and arrange for her to be brought back to the United States.
You already dealing with a death. Can you imagine dealing with that? How emotionally draining it is to deal with all that, the pain, and how hard it must be to continue to live your normal life, to work. It's crazy.
On their own, which is not the protocol. There is a protocol for it. The only reason why I'm going over it is for future families to know what happened here is not the protocol. That's not what that's not what's supposed to happen. After they are advised and liaison with the U.S. consul in Mexico, they are supposed to facilitate that. If there's a criminal investigation, at that point the FBI would have taken custody of the body and immediately done an autopsy. That also did not happen in this case. Okay, the U.S. authorities, the FBI, didn't do an autopsy until the day before Shanquella's funeral, where the body had already been transported, had already been embalmed and prepared for burial.
And who knows how many changes that body would have gone through flying in a damn plane. You know, like your butt when you put bottles in a, when you put your products in your suitcase and go overseas, have you had anything blow up or spill out, you know? It makes you wonder if anything like that would affect the body or the autopsy. But it would have been embalmed before it flown over, so, because they don't just let dead bodies sit in a plane, they have to embalm the body. So, yeah, I wonder what type of changes that would do to the body.
Which is going to compromise any autopsy and, again, compromise any investigation. That is not the protocol. That is not the protocol, to be clear. The FBI should have been involved from the beginning if they had taken it seriously, but they did not. It was the people, it was social media, it was individuals, it was black women all across the country, all across the world, saying, we saw a video in which a woman was brutally attacked.
Yes.
In which Salamandra's beautiful, bright, amazing daughter was attacked. And something has to be done. That's why the case was brought to the forefront. That's how come her name was continuously said. That's how come we...
That video changed the whole game, guys. If it wasn't for that video being released, Mexico wouldn't have done nothing.
Become involved. And that's how we are going to continue this movement, with the support and the help of all of you who are watching, who are continuing to say her name, because it matters. It matters that a U.S. citizen was abroad, a crime was committed against her, and she was returned to her family in a box, and nothing has been done to the individuals who witnessed it, who participated in that. And we're not gonna stop, like Attorney Ben Crump said, until justice is served. And if justice can be served in Mexico, then we're asking the U.S. authorities to get out of the way.
Amen.
And let it be served. Because there is a protocol, there is a precedent. Again, the family is not asking for anything new or different or special.
And that's another question. Why are they so in the way of it? Like, what is the reason?
Or preferential treatment. They're asking for something that there's been a treaty in place since 1970. We saw it with the kidnapping case. Very quickly, the FBI got on the same page with the Mexican authorities in order to resolve that, and they could do that here. So if we have to come back...
That's another thing. Yeah, there were black Americans that got kidnapped in Mexico. That shit got sorted so quick. And it's interesting how they did jump on that. It makes me feel like, was there alternative motives behind that? That border of Mexico is so close to America. What type of dealings are they going to get if America gets involved to be step their feet into Mexico? Like, why did they care so much about this? Was it because the people were alive? Was that the only difference? Like, was it because it was on the news? Like, I'm just trying to understand why that... See, that's why I'm just like, it can't be a black thing on America's end, because they acted so quick with that. But with this, oh, well, she dead now. Fuck it. You know, it's just so weird. What do you guys think? Give me your opinions in the comment section below, please. I'm going to be reading the comments after this video. I really want to know.
Every 10 days, every 15 days, every 20 days, to remind them of what the protocol is, we'll do that. We'll be here, and we hope you'll be here with us, supporting this family until the very end.
All right, absolutely.
So I absolutely, again, and anytime I have an opportunity, cannot fathom and cannot understand the level of strength, the well that Quilla Long and Salamandra Robinson must be digging into in order to be mourning a new dynamic in their family without someone who was so important to them, and also at the same time have to be here fighting for justice, carving a path to justice, going to the White House and talking before the press repeatedly. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. But I thank them, and I'm so honored to represent them and work with them every day. And we are like family. Everybody always says, oh, her last name is Robinson, but they're not related. But now I'm saying we are related because we're sisters, we're family, and we're united in our fight for justice for Shanquella Robinson. Mr. Wickenow?
Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. And I love what Attorney Sue Ann Robinson said. If you're not...
I'm going to pause it now, guys, and I am going to upload this video. Let me know if you want me to react to the rest. Let me know in the comment section below. This is my opinion so far on what I gave. I can't wait to really put the pieces together and explain it in a most really factual way on my main channel. But I thought I will show you guys this. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button with notifications. Justice for Shanquella. Make sure to keep updated on this, because I just feel like this is so overdue and no justice has been served. It's crazy. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.